Alright, welcome to ETN News. We're looking at Hawaii again. And this time we're going to show more about it. Okay, we looked at it the other day. I showed the Great Crack. We tracked the cracks going across through here. This is not the only crack that we have. The other crack, the Great Crack, goes all the way up and all the way. It's got a smaller crack going toward Kilauea and to Kilauea. Then we got the other crack. The big crack is the Great Crack is going right over southeast of Kilauea. Let's go look at this real quick. We gotta look at this stuff. Now right here is Kilauea. And let me change my view for you so you can, let me see if we can see this pretty good down here. So we can see it good. Hold on just a moment. Okay, let's look at it from here. Alright, the Great Crack starts down here. This is the crack. We'll follow it up through here and through this area. Let me see, it tells us right here somewhere so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, that shows that it is the crack. Great Crack. Alright, we go on up, and when we follow this up, it goes up and over. Right through this area, right through here, over to here. It's connecting to this one. So that one is over on this side of Kilauea. Now let's go on up. It connects right here to this. And then it goes over toward the right. And we got these cracks going over toward these fissures. And it's cracking up through here. That's the one that goes to Kilauea. Okay, that's the smaller one. The Great Crack comes over. Let's see if we can see this good. You can see how it's cracked up. Not just a mountain or nothing. It's got a crack in it. See where we're at now. Okay, it's going right over this way. So over this way, we got these. And it goes around, right down through these fissures, right down through the volcanoes, and comes on around till we get all the way out to this part. So what if this whole section from Kilauea broke off? Let's hope that this breaks off in chunks, small chunks. If you don't, the West Coast will be in big trouble, which the West Coast is in trouble here in the near future anyway. I mean, it's got to give. It's slipping, it's cracking. But anyway, Kilauea. Watch over there, because this could go all the way up. Now let's go look at the earthquakes in the last 30 days at Kilauea. What do we have here? We have all these earthquakes here. There's so many coming in that you can't keep count with them. I can count them, and then by the time I count them, it's right back to starting over. It's 2.4s. And this is a 2.8, 0.8 miles deep. I mean 7 miles deep. A 2.4 minus 0.4 miles deep. Most of these quakes, about every quake on here, like this one, is 1.8 miles deep. Most of these are under a mile deep or above sea level. And look how we got this pattern. Now this is 30 days. People don't like to look at 30 days. But look at this. Straight line coming through here. Once this shows and we have an earthquake, you will not see one there again because the crack is already formed and there's nothing to cause an earthquake. Not unless a big chunk just breaks off and falls in the crack deep. But right here, Kilauea, look at the earthquakes that we have in 30 days. Starting here, and it's going right along with the Great Crack. So like I explained before, I hope you understand, if this piece down here breaks and only this piece breaks off, You know, when in that straight line right here where it's showing, we probably already had the earthquakes here before. It's probably the reason it's not showing, or we'll start getting activity here, and that's when the slump will go. But you can see how these is coming down through here, and this is up here. So if this here breaks off, it's going to have the magma that's run over the lava come out as magma. It starts out as magma and then goes to lava and then hardens into solid rock. But anyway, molten rock, you know, solid. But anyways, this here has to connect to this, because this run over top of this after so many eruptions through the last 100 or so years, you know, or more or longer. This here has to have a big slab over top of it. But before this one can break off, this here either has to crack around in a circle and the top slab come off with it, or the whole thing will break at one time. The whole section. You know, it has to do something. There's too much going on. Hawaii, you need to be on watch. Mauna Kea, we had a lot of activity up here. And off the coast over here on the west side. And down here around Pahala. And these are all about down in the chambers. That's 18.1 miles deep. But they are getting closer to the surface. I've been watching them for years. This one here is 22. That's about where it started out from. 22.3 miles deep years ago. Then it went up to 20. That one's 20. And then these here, that one's 2016. So it's going down. It's coming closer toward the surface. And this is from the chambers. All of these are from the chambers. But there's a couple going closer to the surface, like that one there, 17.7 miles deep, or 2.2. We got to watch all of this before you can figure out what's going on. Last 30 days. Here's the last 7 days. All magnitude. And here's the last 24 hours. Now you see what we got. And you know that we don't have any movement, not unless something is going on. So just be prepared for this. We really have to pay attention to this. Alright, let's go check out some more earthquakes. And we only have 2 earthquakes in Alaska, and that's let's see what size these are. 2.5 and a 2.6 west-northwest of Eagle. Don't even show how deep that one is. No, don't show nothing. And we got, wow, we've done dropped down to 2 earthquakes. 2.8, Calamasa, California, 11.2 miles deep, which that's probably pronounced as a different, name, but some country it's just hard to do. Alright, that's a 2.5. That's not, there was a 2.5, and I don't know if I told you how deep that was. 2.8, yeah, I did. 11.2 miles deep. Alright, we're expecting activity over through here again. And on the other activity, we have a 1.9 west-southwest of Plainview, Tennessee, 14.8 miles deep. Still got a small swarm around Yellowstone. This one here is a 2.2 south-southwest of Bickleton, Washington, 9.7 miles deep. 2.3 north of Prattville. And 2.1 around Beaver, Utah. And we're going to start seeing, next few days, we always have activity on the Cascadia when we see this coming. So the Cascadia is locking up again, as usual, pressure being built up on it. We have a 2.1 southwest of Ferndale. You can look for 3s or higher, and this could be a large quake down through here and be the final quake, is what I call it, for California and up through here. Parts of Oregon, Washington, Cascadia. But This here is going to be bad when it does hit, but it could hit on the Cascadia, because this is where we start seeing the pressure build up when the plates are locking up over here and something's about ready to occur. Last time I was looking for activity to hit up here in this area, this section around Papua New Guinea, Japan, and Russia around through here. But we got them sixes that was down here, 6.1 and 6.5, I think. Now we're getting a 6.0 or greater over here on this side, if it makes it through here. Now when we're looking at this, you got to look at, you know, no one's under the earth, which we can see the pressure leaving. So California, you may see upper threes, maybe even fours or higher down through here, because it's getting ready to come through here again. Got a little bit of pressure, but not as much pressure as the last time, and we had a couple fours. But this could be a bigger quake. You never know, so you got to watch, because there's always activity going on down here, and it's already been moving. So we got to watch for a larger quake just in case. And a 6.0 or greater next 3 to 5 days over here in this area, if it doesn't go down and junction off. I can't tell if it's junction off. All I can see is Cascadia is being under pressure. So when it does that, then we know what to look for after it leaves that. Down here on the Ring of Fire, you got the junctions. You know, if it goes on around, it'll be over here. If it hits over here, it may be bigger than a 6.0 because it never went too far. They travel like a car. You can hear them coming for miles. Some earthquakes, like the rotor quakes. Alright, that's the other one, and that was Hawaii, you know. Got all this stuff mixed up here, trying to do our jobs and stuff. It's messing me up. But anyway, McCarthy, 1.4, 0.9, not much going on there either. And watch for the 6.0 or greater next 3 to 5 days, maybe even bigger. I haven't had time to study it much, but, you know, watch for the quake. I'll see you next time. Everybody stay safe, and we'll be watching. And before I forget, Hawaii's right in the middle of all this mess. Plates are pushing. Pacific plate pushing this way, and this one's pushing this way and up. These are going west and up, but I think these are moving just a little bit faster than the place over here, causes it to crush. But Hawaii, dead center in the middle. I'll see you next time. Watch for one at Hawaii just in case.